But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Still on his feet. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Now the try here for the point after. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
Run down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down. Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Throwing is Hurts. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin from 8 yards out. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Ty Zentner now. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7-7, our score after 1. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8.
No, touch that. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. No, touch.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
180, 180.
They'll drop the throw. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st down and goal to go.
No touch that. No touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Great, shot. On anyway, that. Don't touch it.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Castro. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 11. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Castro. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Block. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg. Brock. And it's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Steelers 10.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here. Out they go. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the
back to throw again. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Don't touch that. Trimmer.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Going for the deep ball. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Don't touch that.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on first down. A short one there to Freiermuth. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. Trimmer.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Skirts by him at the 35. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Able to avoid him. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Browns 21, Steelers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Back to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Looked like an issue with his snap, and he pulled it wide left. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards there for number 15.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ramiz Ahmed to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
No touch that. Right there, right there. Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nifty move. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
will go to the ground attack. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cleveland, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.